Howdy Bananas, my name is Bad Banana, and I have a brand new series I'm starting right now, obviously, and it is called Tales Behind Our Story. It is called Tales Behind the Story, and what I'm going to do is pick a certain amount of video games and game modes like Call of Duty Zombies, Call of Duty itself, yada yada yada, you know. And I'm going to go over the story of them, and I'm starting with Zombies since it is a huge story and I love zombies and I know so much about it because I'm cool. But anyways, so yeah, let's get started with the Did You Knows facts. Okay, for the first one, did you know that Tank Dempsey is the first character you meet in World at War, Nocturne and Toten? An unknown group who appears in Nocturne and Toten, Tank Dempsey, John, Banana, Smokey, and fourth unnamed Marine appeared in Verrückt. That was the first one. So Tank Dempsey was one of the guys in Nocturne and Toten, and then once we went to Verrückt, it was Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belensky, Takeo Mizaki, and Edward Richtofen appears in Shinonuma and Darius. In Verrückt and Nocturne and Toten, I don't know what I'm talking about, but in Shinonuma and Darius, all the four characters we know from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 and the Giant are there. And so, oh crap. Anyways, so also what we have is that in Call of the Dead we have George A. Romero. If you don't know who that is, he is the director who created Night of the Living Dead, one of the first zombie movies. And a little known fact about that, the word zombie was never ever used, ever, in that movie, which I think is freaking awesome. Yeah, so let's see, so if you guys do or already don't know, is that Richtofen is the one who Richtofen and Maxis are the ones who started all of this, if you guys didn't already know. So those two started it together, or it was Dr. Maxis trying to create a super soldier that once his fallen soldier in battle comes back up, is like, oh, I'm gonna eat, blah, 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 and you know, keeps fighting, but it backfired, and Richtofen tried to tell him, you know, whoa, chill, bro, chill, it's just a prank. But what happened was Samantha went down there and they tried teleporting the dog, Samantha's dog, whatever the dog's name was, I forgot, literally. But that happened, and then when it teleported, the dog teleported back, Richtofen ran out of the room and locked the basement door and left Maxis and Samantha down there to die, pretty much, while he escaped. And so Fluffy, that's the dog's name, Fluffy approached them as Samantha was scared. Dr. Maxis started to tell her, it's okay, don't fear death, my child. Just fear what's on the other side, I do believe is what he said. And then he also tells her, which we just now found out was, keep the children safe, is what Maxis said before Fluffy killed them. And since Fluffy was pregnant, more little zombie babies come out, or zombie pups, or whatever you want to call them. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I am going to start from World at War, and then we're going to go through all of them. Just World at War. Start with World at War. Okay, so World at War, released back in 2008, blah blah blah, yeah. Okay, there's campaign mode. I'm on the wiki, by the way, if you guys didn't know. Okay, Alright, here we go. So, Zombies, originally known as Nazi Zombies, is game mode mostly appearing in Treyarch. Yes, games that first appeared in Call of Duty World at War. It became highly popular among the game's release, and it turned in its sequels as Call of Duty Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and again Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and Zombies. Players face zombies of various nationalities depending on the location of the map, including Germans, Americans, Russians, Asians, and Asians. Zombies content is only considered canon in its own universe. Up to 4 players, 8 on Grief, must survive endless waves of attacking zombies, earning points from killing or damaging zombies and repairing barriers. These points can be used to purchase weapons and Coca-Colas in the process, or unlock new areas and activate other special objects. Zombies enter player-accessible area of the map via windows, holes, and walls, climbing out of dirt surfaces, and which are initially barricaded will be rapidly demolished by zombies. They can be repaired, however, with the exception of the dirt surfaces. There is no limit to the number of rounds. The game will end when all players have been killed by the zombies, or if the player completes Pop Goes the Weasel on Mob of the Dead or Little Lost Girl on Origins. So there's some stuff right there about it and what you're supposed to do, what I just said. But what I really want to get into is the characters themselves. You notice in the giant trailer, it was Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takio that were there, and Nikolai started telling the old bad Richtofen, no quotations there, but the old bad Richtofen that you do not want to open that door, and then Takio said you cannot begin to comprehend what evil lies beyond that door, and so he pushes the button. He's like, hey, screw you guys, pushes it, it opens up, and then the new not evil Richtofen comes out, and while the old Richtofen pops off his hat, is like, oh, hello, how are you doing? He pops the cap in his ass, pretty much. Pa! But anyways, after that, they're like, oh no, why'd you do that? Oh no, now there's a dead person on the floor. How can we, trust you? It's like, trust me, guys, trust me. But if you guys did notice this, while he's walking out right here on his left side of the chest, he had 2 blood vials from Mob of the Dead. And if you guys don't know Origins, when he's cutting the guy, yeah, that's Maxis. He's trying to harvest his brain until he can put the brain into something else to keep him alive, which is Maxis drone. But you notice how the blood on his hands, yeah, oh my god, he killed someone. In Mob of the Dead, the weasels start saying, all of these guys are stone cold killers. So that means they killed someone, and that now they have to pay for their sins, so they're sent to the Mob of the Dead. Same thing with Richtofen. But here's the thing, is that once he got there, Richtofen noticed Weasel's powers, how he writes it in his comics, and it comes to life. Like, the Blunder guy, he loved shotguns, and so he wanted a shotgun, he wanted it, so he wrote it in his book, and it came to reality. So he noticed this, and what happened is that Richtofen noticed this, but then started talking, about where he's from. That's why sometimes when you have the ray gun, and when Weasel has the ray gun, he keeps saying, Nikolai, Nikolai, Nikolai. Why do I keep hearing that name? It's probably from Richtofen going there. And so he went there, and he collected the 2 blood vials. Now, see, he went there before Mob of the Dead, like it turned all zombie, because the blood vials have prison numbers on them of the prisoner. So the thing is that I gotta look up their names. Son of a gun, son of a gun, son of a gun. Oh, here we go. Okay, David Mason, don't care. There we go, zombies mode. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it doesn't give me much, does it? No. Oh, hey, wait. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so what we have is Finn, we have Weasel, we have Sal, and we have Billy. And here's the thing, is that Finn and Sal, that's their blood. He went back before, like, when Alcatraz was still a prison, before they were sent to hell for their sins. It was still a prison, so he went back there. And then since what he did was he killed somebody, you know, with the blood on his hands, he was sent to hell with them. So he blah 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 started talking to Weasel like he said, but then he knew what he did was wrong. You know, it was like you gotta whatever for your sins. I forgot what it was. You realize what you've done, so he was sent back into Origins, which is not the Origins of zombies, believe it or not. But that's why when they all get to there and Richtofen looks at his hands, he realizes what he's done, and the blood on his hands he cannot wash off. So he realizes his sins, and but he doesn't get sent to Alcatraz this time because he realizes it. He knows what he's done wrong. So automatically he's like, oh, you sinned, but you know what you did wrong. You're fine, yeah. Hey. But this is pretty crazy, since the only reason why Richtofen's collecting this stuff, like the golden key and the blood vials, is because of Maxis. He's still alive in another dimension. Even though in Origins shows he's dead, he's alive in somewhere else, and he hears his voice. So Maxis is trying to get out, and he's trying to help him. Maxis tells Richtofen, keep the children alive. What he means by that in Origins, you know the end, Samantha and Teddy, aka Richtofen, Edward, and then they have to stay alive because they're the ones controlling it. Same thing with the Weasel. Richtofen noticed the Weasel's power. It's similar to Samantha's and Eddie's, and he's like, okay, I gotta make sure you stay alive. So he tells him everything. That's why in the loading screen of a bunch of little letters, it's an encrypted code. It was decrypted, and it says the giant is in France. The only way he would know this is through Richtofen. God, there's so much to talk about, and I cannot finish it all in one video. But as always, I hope you guys enjoy, and